What's up, guys? Cat Daddy Crypto here. You know what I need you to do. Hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay up to date with news around Kaspa and Kaspa's ecosystem as a whole, as well as the rest of the crypto market. Subscribe and like this video. Let's get it. What's up, guys? Let's talk about stablecoins. And this one's exciting because stablecoins are a massive, let me say that again, massive portion of the crypto market. And it has just been announced that Kaspa, KEF, will be meeting with Circle this weekend. And Circle, obviously, is the company behind USDC, stablecoin. This might not seem like the most exciting news to somebody who doesn't understand the importance and the weight behind stablecoins moving around in the crypto space, but I am going to change your mind by the end of this video. And Russ T on X, the word on the street is that Kaspa KEF has an upcoming meeting this weekend about bringing USDC to Kaspa. Okay, then Pumpolinski has also reposted. A bunch of other people have reposted this. Now, in the space right now, the blockchain that handles the vast majority of stablecoin transactions is Tron. And I want to kind of go over the comparison between the two, okay? Let's first bring up this other website because I want to give you guys kind of an idea of what kind of volume moves around on Tron and in the stablecoin market so that you can get an idea of how massive this could be for Kaspa in the future. So this was an article from May 19th, so it's not very long ago. So this is, pretty updated information. And I'm not going to read this whole article because I don't necessarily care about the Tron DAO announcement news. But what I do care about, and what you guys should care about, is the percentage of market share that Tron, does for stablecoin transactions, as well as the amount of money that is used in those transactions on the Tron blockchain as well. Okay? The total circulating supply of Tether, USDT, on the Tron blockchain has surpassed $75 billion, once again making Tron the leading network for USDT. As the most widely adopted stablecoin, Tether represents more than 63% of the global market share, with over $150 billion in circulation. Over 50% of that supply is issued on the Tron blockchain, the number one network among all blockchain networks for USDT total issuance, total transaction volume, and daily active users. As of May 2025, Tron supports over 8.3 million daily transactions and has surpassed 306 million users' accounts on the blockchain. The network processes an average of $20 billion in daily USDT transfers. Tron leads in total transfer volume, facilitating nearly 29% of all stablecoin transaction value globally, reflecting its growing role as the preferred settlement network. Tron also leads in active user engagement, with over 1 million unique accounts transacting USDT daily, accounting for 28% of all active stablecoin wallet addresses across blockchains. Okay? Tron accounts for over 55% of all USDT transaction volume. Okay? And what's funny is, down here, the reason for the high usage of stablecoin transactions on Tron, listen to what they say. This is the reason why people transact stablecoins on Tron. It's become a trusted and widely adopted blockchain network, offering the scale, speed, and efficiency required to support stablecoin transactions at a global level. Okay? Scale, speed, and efficiency. What does that sound like to you? They also claim to be cheap, right? Because the fees are cheaper than a lot of other blockchains. But we're going to get into that in a second because they're not actually that cheap, which is why we piggy bank over to the Kaspa scenario, right? Tron is centralized, very centralized, and the founder, Justin Sun, has, although they say it's a trusted blockchain, and it kind of is for stablecoins right now, right? Obviously, most stablecoins are being transacted on it, is kind of a shady figure, and a lot of people don't trust him as a person, right? He's been involved in some weird stuff over the years, and I think he even went to prison at one time. Could be wrong about that, but he's a shady dude, okay, in a lot of people's eyes. So what if, for instance, there was a blockchain out there that was more scalable, faster, more efficient, more secure and safe, with no leader at all, unless you want to consider Jonathan Sampolinski, the leader founder behind Kaspa, much more respected individual, right? Has worked with Bitcoin since 2010 on the security protocols and was very involved back then, highly respected in the space, if you want to go that route. Technically, he's behind the scenes, and there is no leader of Kaspa, though. And on top of all of that, you have got fraction of a cent fees when you're transacting on Kaspa. And I'm going to let you guys know that I have done plenty of USDT transaction settlements on the Tron blockchain, and it's usually about $3 in fees for every transaction. What if there was a blockchain out there, hypothetically, that was a fraction of a cent, and was faster, and could scale better, and was more secure, safer, and was more efficient? I wonder if that might be a place that some people might want to start moving their stablecoin transactions over to. It's an interesting theory, right? Now, this is specifically talking about USDT, obviously, and you might be asking, well, Kaspa, you just said the KEF is having a meeting with USDC. So what does that have to do with USDT transactions on Tron? Well, technically, nothing. But also technically, on the other side of that, USDC is the second biggest stablecoin transacted in crypto. And so that's a great start. USDT, from what I hear, is also going to be implemented on Kaspa at some point in time. I don't know when. And so this is very relevant information because as soon as USDT does move over and merge with Kaspa, what do you think, besides maybe the fact that people are used to Tron, right? They're comfortable with it because they've been using it forever. What would be the reason to stay there when you've got something much faster, much cheaper, much more scalable, much more efficient, and much safer to use, much more decentralized over on the other side here? Okay? It's probably not going to happen all at once, but what if it slowly happens over the next few years when people start to realize what Kaspa is, and they can send transactions via stablecoins on the Kaspa blockchain for a fraction of a cent instead of $3 on Tron? Is there going to be some people that would rather choose that option? Absolutely there will. And I think if some people start moving their stablecoin transactions over to Kaspa, then other people are going to start moving their stablecoins over to transactions over to Kaspa, and so forth and so forth, and it's going to be like a rock rolling down a hill. It's going to gain momentum and gain steam as we go. Okay? What if Kaspa takes a portion of this 8.3 million daily transactions, 20 billion in daily USDT transfers, right? And 29% of all stablecoin transaction value globally. What do you think that's going to do for Kaspa and its price? Because all of those transactions the fees are going to go to the miners. They're going to keep the miners happy. The miners are going to keep mining. The hash rate's going to go up, and the price is going to follow. It's a domino effect. Everything matters. And I know for me personally, even if I was not, and I hadn't heard about Kaspa, if I knew that I was making a lot of stablecoin transactions, I'm going to get this white box off the screen so that you guys can have a better view of the beautiful city behind me. If I knew that there was a blockchain out there where I could settle all of my stablecoin transactions for a fraction of a cent rather than paying $3 per transaction, especially if you're doing a lot of transactions, then I think, me personally, would want to check that out, right? And I don't think I'm the minority in that scenario. I think there's a lot of people that once they figure it out, once they know, why wouldn't they want to check it out? And why wouldn't they want to move their business and stablecoin transactions over to a much more superior, cheaper blockchain like Kaspa? And I think that can be a massive, massive, massive market for Kaspa and its community. So let's get excited. In the meantime, guys, continue to pack your damn bags before it's too late. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.